everybody. Happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. Happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is always part of our creative writing series that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I send you guys or, show you guys an image, Google image, photograph, painting, comic strip, something thought-provoking, an image of some sort that's thought-provoking, that will send you into a tizzy of writing, that will inspire you to want to run to your nearest notebook, whip it out and start writing like a madman or madwoman. Writing passionate words based on an image that I showed you. That is the goal. The goal is that you guys write a chorus. This is a songwriting class, so one of the things that I really stress to everybody is to try to write a chorus, a hook for a song. The chorus is the part of a song where everybody sings along. You guys know what a chorus is by now. Come on. I show you guys an image and then you guys riff on that, daydream about it. This is a really good exercise because it forces you to really focus and concentrate and stare at something and conjure up some sort of a history based on a photograph. And then your job is to create a story behind that picture and then put it down into a poetic way where it rhymes and tells a story and makes sense. And then you can, you have music to go along with that still image. And it's really fun. The other reason I do it too is it just forces you to get creative even when you're not feeling so creative. There's other things, I do all the time. Like I said before, and I say it every week, but I'll say it again. Movies. Boom, movies will just get me. Movies are so great for inspiring songs because there's so many great plots and twists and romance and love that's just, is not going to end well in a movie. And there's just so much room for story plots and storylines that you could just borrow from and write your own song. But there's something about still images, I think, that are really cool because it's not a director's point of view where, he's leading you to look at everything that he wants you to see. Everything in a movie, a director has trained your eyes to follow his camera. In this instance, there's no movement. It's a still image. And your job, based on that still image, is to create what happened before it, during it, and immediately after. Who are the people in the picture? If it's a picture of, whoever. And again, this is one of those exercises where, I would love you to go into a room by yourself, quiet, shut a door, turn on your computer, pull up this image that I'm going to give you, stare at it. Really, I want you to stare at it until you go into a daydream and the picture kind of dissolves and you go into your own mind in a daydream. When you come out of that daydream after that, I want you to write down where you were, where you went during that little daydream. It might not have anything to do with the picture, but that's okay. But I want you to look at the picture when you're done the daydream and write down everything that's in the picture, all the elements, because that could be where you get your lyrics from, if it's somebody, kissing somebody on the cheek, the whole song could be, that kiss goodnight was the kiss that said goodbye or whatever, so you got to write everything down that's in the photo and then you add your own artistic element to the poetic finale of what you're trying to say, or the poetic way, or whatever you want to say. And again, there's no wrong way to do this. The only stipulation is it's got to rhyme. Of course, it's a song, and it's got to make sense. That's the other part. So it's got to rhyme, and it's got to make sense. It's got to tell a story. Don't just rhyme to rhyme. Rhyme eloquently to put punctuation on a wonderful, great story already that's there. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the image that I picked for tonight's exercise. So without further ado, here is the photograph. Let's look at it. Okay, so you're looking at it right now. It's a silhouette of a guy who might be on a balcony, or he might be on the side of a mountain looking down at a whole city with his hands raised over his head. He looks very triumphant, or looks happy, or festive, or he's enjoying himself. All right, and we're back. So you saw the image. It's a cool picture. I love the picture. I think it's really neat. That's why I picked it. I had a picture similar last week, but not the same aura to me at all, even though it's a guy like way up high looking down at the city. But that was a daytime scene. It was a whole different thing. This, to me, depicts a whole different vibe to me. So whatever you see in this photograph is entirely up to you. Like I said, there's no wrong way. And look at that picture, study it. Really study the picture, look at it, pay attention to every inch of that picture. Take it all in. And then I want you to think, if that was you, what would you be feeling in that picture? Or that was one of your friends, and you're at the same place as him, and you're all looking out this window. Maybe you're at a posh hotel. You just rented a hotel for the night, and you come out on the balcony of the sliding glass door, and this is your view from your room. Or maybe you're at a party in Hollywood, and you're in the hills, and you go out on their backyard, and this is their view with their lush pool and palm trees, and that's your view, and you're there all night. You're going to be in a good mood, I think. See, I just made up a bunch of stuff already based on a picture. I'm already riffing at someone's house in Hollywood, and we're staying overnight. It's a big party, right? So let me read. I'm going to read what I wrote based on this image. Okay, so I made it. It made me feel, that picture to me made me feel alive. Like, when you're having such a good time, and like the atmosphere's right, the nighttime's right, it's just the right humidity. You feel great physically. You got the whole night ahead of you. You're with some of your favorite people in the world or whatever. Or maybe you're with the girl that you love, or a guy that you love, and maybe you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend just rented, are staying at this posh hotel or this posh house in the Hollywood Hills. And you're just caught up in the moment of the whole thing. That's where I was when I wrote this. So I wrote, "You are my everything. The one that I have waited for, my destiny. Suddenly my life has so much clarity. You make me feel so glad that I'm alive. For the first time in my life, you are my everything. The one that I have waited for, my destiny. And suddenly my life has so much clarity. You make me feel so glad that I'm alive. For the first time in my life, I feel alive. For the first time in my life, I feel alive. For the first time in my life, I feel alive. And I say it one more time. For the first time in my life, I feel alive. So those are my words. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see what you guys write for that image, that picture. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. You guys have been coming up with some great stuff, so I'm really impressed with a lot of what you guys have been putting down on paper. Just incredible, really incredible, based on a still image like this. I mean, every single one of us is looking at the same picture, but we write so much different literature. It's just crazy how everyone can look at one image and just come out with whatever they come up with, you know? Well, guys, that is all the time that we have for tonight. Until tomorrow, we're going to write a melody for this tomorrow. So until then, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby, signing off. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.